Let's look at Chapter 7, Lesson 10 Extension, Fractions and Measurement. Record the lengths of the lines. So first off, let's figure out how much each of the little lines down here equal. That way we know how much they are. So I know that between 0 and 1, there are 4 little lines. So I need to divide 1 into 4 groups. Now thinking about that, think about $1 and how much each little piece would be worth if I divided $1 into 4. And I know that 4 quarters would equal $1, which would be 25 cents, or also each line would be 1/4. So between 0 and this first line, it's 1/4. 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4, which actually equals 1/2. And 1/2 plus 1/4 is 3/4. So you can go ahead and draw on this, that way it helps you remember exactly how long each piece is worth. So let's look at letter A. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1/4. So I know that 4 1/4 would look like 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, which would equal 4/4. Well, I know that any number over itself would equal 1. So letter A is 1 inch long. Letter B, count how many there are. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/4. When I know that 6/4 can be reduced to a mixed number, 4 goes into 6 one time, and I have 2 left over, and I know that my whole number stays 1, my numerator is the remainder, and my denominator is the divisor. Let's write that in the right spot though. 1 2/4, which can be reduced down to 1 1/2. Letter C, count how many there are in between, starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know it's 7/4, which can be changed into a mixed number, where I put 7 inside the house, numerator, the denominator goes outside, it goes in one time. I know that I'm going to have a remainder of 3, so I know that 1 is my whole number, my remainder of 3 is my numerator, and my denominator is 4, the divisor. Same thing for letter D, count in between, 1, 2, 3. 3/4. Letter E, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12/4. Which I know that I can divide 12 by 4, and I know that that goes in evenly 3, so that would be 3 inches. Count letter F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9/4. I can divide 9 by 4, I know it goes in twice, and there's a remainder of 1, which means that I'm going to have 2 as my whole number, my remainder is my numerator, and my divisor is my denominator. You need to show your work on all of these. Now we're going to use this information to find the sums of the lengths. So I need to add A plus B. So I know that I have 1 plus 1 1/2. I first add my whole numbers. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And then my fractions. And I only have 1, which is 1/2. So 2 1/2. B plus C. I have 1 2/4, and I have 1 3/4. So first I add my whole numbers, which would be 2, and then I add my fractions. Remember, if the denominator is the same, you only need to add the numerator and keep the denominator. So 2 plus 3 is 5. However, this is an improper fraction. I can actually change this into 3 1/4. Letter D and E. So I have 3/4 plus 3. Well, the only whole number I have is 3, and then the only fraction I have is 3/4, so it's 3 3/4. Letter E and F, so I have 3 plus 2 1/4. The whole numbers 3 and 2 would equal 5, and then the only fraction I have is 1/4. Now we're going to find the differences between the lengths. Remember, differences mean you're going to subtract them. So B and D, I have 1 2/4 minus 3/4, which means I need to change this number right here into an improper fraction because my numerator 2 cannot subtract 3. So in order to do that, I would do 4 times 1, which is 4, plus 2, which would be 6/4, minus 3/4. I know that 6 minus 3 is going to be 3, and your denominator stays the same. Remember to keep all of your work. B minus A, so I have 1 2/4 minus 1. And I can subtract the whole numbers. 1 minus 1 would be 0, and then 2/4 minus nothing is just 2/4. And I know 2/4 is equal to 1/2. Letter E would be 3 minus 2 1/4. Well, I know that I'm going to have to make the number 3 into a fractional part. That way I can subtract it. So I can make it into a fraction by crossing it out, making it a 2 4/4. Because I know 2 plus 4/4 would equal 3, because 4/4 is equal to 1. So 4/4 minus 1/4 would be 3/4. And 2 minus this 2 would equal 0. So the answer is just 3/4. And then let's do letter C minus D. So I have 1 3/4 minus 3/4. Subtract the fractions. 3/4 minus 3/4 is 0. But I have the 1. 1 minus 0 would be 1. Remember to show all of your work. If you're confused on this, it's okay because we haven't talked too much about this in class.